Well, hello YouTube, it's me, Fortmaster, and I said I'd be back with this, didn't I? So yes, this is the, I guess what you could call the second season of Angel Hare. I really wanted to, I've been holding back, like, actually watching the rest of the series, and it's been absolutely killing me. Again, I'm a bit confused as to, like, you start seeing cases instead of tapes. So I guess that's just the new framing device for this new season. But then I also found out that there's apparently like a game jam game that somebody made of it. I have no idea if it's meant to be in universe. Again, haven't seen anything from that. Again, it's a game jam game, so it's not going to be that long or complicated, I would think. So I have no idea if I'm going to make a video on it. I'm going to have to see at that point. I have no idea. But yeah, the anticipation is killing me, so I'm finally going to get to this then. So this is the beginning of season 2. The Easter egg tape, Cracked Shells. So yeah, of course, as always, original, again, I'll just link the playlist in the video again, like I did with the last one. So you can find it there. Corner video will lead to my Let's Play of the day, and with all that out of the way, let's get this thing actually started then, shall we? And here we go. Here's an extra gift this Easter. Geez, those giant spools. Must have been my first Easter alone, yeah. Angel Hare Easter.
Hello. Happy Easter. He is risen.
He is risen indeed, Francis. Are you ready to celebrate this special day with our friends?
Oh, yes, Gabby. Only, I'm not sure how. Can you help?
Of course. Will you follow along with us?
I'm kind of unprepared at the moment.
So how do we start?
We start with some eggs. Now we'll be using... Oh no, careful! That's why we'll be using boiled eggs. Let's get a parent to help, okay? No, with a parent.
Oh, my.
She was so patient with me. Oh god, I mean, we haven't done Easter eggs in a few years thinking about it. I mean, mainly it's been because whenever we do it, we do like 2 or 3 dozen eggs at a time. Like, we'll go to Costco and buy one of those big pallets of eggs and do all of them at the same time. But that's always been kind of... I mean, a lot of them go to waste because my mom's the only one that really eats hard-boiled eggs. I eat boiled eggs. It's more... I like them soft-boiled. I like the yolk runny, and you can't really do that with, Easter eggs and stuff like that. And also, it's just time and money and... But, oh, God, thinking back, it's... Oh, actually, I remember... For the longest time, when we lived in our old house before we moved to this one, we had, like, on display a couple of old eggs, I don't know, from, like, years and years ago, that, like, they were those type of eggs that, like, they turned out really nice, and they were, like, so nice you didn't want to break them, so we kept them on display, and when we moved, we contemplated bringing them with us, but we thought, oh, you know what, it'd be kind of disgusting if they broke, so we did throw them out, and you'd actually pick them up, and the inside had desiccated so much that you could shake it and feel like a little tiny ball shaking around inside. That's how much the yolk had shrunk inside. And I don't even want to think of how they smelled if they actually ever broke open. Oh, God.
All right. Now we have everything set up. Let's go over our materials. We have hard-boiled eggs, cups full of dyed water, and paints. Now, egg painting comes from an early Mesopotamian metaphor for the Holy Trinity, and Christians would paint them red to represent the crucifixion.
Is that where that came from? Okay. I mean, assuming that's true. Oh, interesting. Again, I had no idea that's where that actually came from. Because I know I've heard over the years, more specifically with Christmas actually, where, you get some of the hardcores coming on. It's like, why do you celebrate Christmas like this? Like, you chopping down a tree, you're bringing pagan symbolism into the whole thing. But with that I had never even thought of where the whole thing with eggs had come from. That's really interesting. Again, it's all these little things. I love it. And again, absolutely loving the animation so far. Again, I said it before on the other episodes, and you can very much tell here, just with the way that they've done it, she looks almost exactly like she's not even drawn. Oh, I mean, she is drawn, but like that she's not like drawn on paper. She's like made out of paper cutouts and then moved around, stuff like that. I love that little like bit of detail there, where you could very much imagine like an old like low budget show choosing to do something like that, because then you only have to make one set of like shapes and you can just endlessly reuse them. Even here you can see how like the black outline isn't in line with the paper, and it's like, and you can see like the paper going a bit outside of where the line for her ears is going to be. Oh, I love little bits like that. Again, this show has so much quality put into it.
But today, we can paint whatever we like in all sorts of colors.
We can paint whatever we like?
Well, I would paint something that matters to you, like a special flower, favorite image, or missing memory.
Ooh, fun.
Now, first we have to dye the egg to get a base color we can paint on top of. You have to be careful, because dye
I don't like the way he said that.
So if you use your spoons to carefully lower your... See, now your hands are going to stay that color.
I'm all done, Gabby.
Ooh, green.
Actually, I'll take that, Francis. How...
I mean, we did see in the whole, like, letter writing things earlier that he does have, like, a thing. Well, I mean, he had that picture he was going to show us about what demon hairs potentially look like, and then he didn't, and then he, like, held off because he didn't want to make Gabby mad. But again, an Ouroboros? Again, what does an Ouroboros with an infinity symbol in the middle mean? Yeah. Again, there's something really weird going on with Francis. I mean, like, what kind of kids cartoon is this where it, like, you have, like, Francis here, where he's doing his best trying to live the good Christian life, but then he keeps, like, inadvertently bringing up these, like, demonic or, you know, otherwise not quite nice symbols? What is this?
Other one.
All right.
Okay, now that your egg and hands and shirt are all dyed,
yeah,
we can get to the paint. Remember,
that's why we always put out a plastic tablecloth whenever we did this stuff.
Side of them. I like to surround my egg in palm fronds to remind me of promises made.
How does this look, Gabby?
Make another, Francis.
All right.
What was that? So it's brown with either tears or raindrops and a rabbit with an X. See, this is, I mean, this style of stuff we never really did. I mean, in our house, what we did most of the time, really, we just, you know, dyed the eggs. We let them cool, and that was it. I mean, sometimes what we did was, one year we did, like, tie-dye. We had, like, these weird, like, Easter egg tie-dye kits, where it would come, like, the plastic mold to put the egg in with cloth. You'd wrinkle up the cloth around the egg, stick it in the mold, and then you'd have, like, one of those, not syringes, you know, the one that had, like, tube with a squishy part in the end. I am having an absolute brain fart right now. What's it called? But you know what I'm talking about. We have that. You'd suck up some of the color, put it into holes, and then how it would, like, go in through the fabric and the folds, you'd leave it there for a minute, take it out, and you have, like, again, that tie-dye colored egg. That was really cool. We never, like, actually painted on them. Though that being said, Lithuanians, though this might also be a more generally Eastern European, but what they would do with, like, a more traditional Easter eggs is they'd actually use wax instead of painting them. You take the egg and you, like, use wax to, like, draw a pattern on the egg first, then you dye it, and then when you took it out and, like, took the wax off, you'd have, like, the undyed parts being the pattern. And when I was a kid in going to Lithuanian school, what we try to do this never worked out really that well, and for bonus points we tried using natural dyes as well. So we'd use, like, onion skins and stuff like, and other stuff like that to get, like, you know, a more traditional experience and stuff like that. Oh, that was fun.
Another, Francis.
All right.
I like it. She just throws it away.
Careful. You're actually trying to keep all the paint on the egg. No, we'll eat them later, once it's dry and out of the shell.
Look what I made, Gabby.
Oh, it's black. Oh god, this is bringing, again, this is only like a 4-minute video and I've paused it so many times. This is bringing back so many memories. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Like, that was one of the few times I did try to eat the egg. Because, you know, there'd inevitably be some of the dye that would seep through the shell, and then you peel the egg back, and the egg itself, like the yolk, is slightly technicolor. Oh, I remember when I was a little kid, that grossed me out so much. Especially with like the kind of reminded me of like the vinegary smell of the dyes when you had to mix them with hot water and vinegar so that they'd penetrate the shell.
I'll start again.
It's okay. The egg itself is just for fun.
It's surreal to remember this.
What's important is to remember the message, which is that someone was willing to die to keep you from harm. You can always have faith in that, Jonah.
Happy Easter.
What's on that egg, Francis? I want to share it with her.
Angel Gabby. Oh, Angel Gabby.
We can laugh about it together.
Angel Gabby. Gabby.
Oh.
Angel Gabby.
So she just disappeared?
Oh, Angel Gabby. Gabby.
Oh. So again, what's going on with Francis here? Because, like, from everything we've seen up to this point, it's always been like Francis is just a part of the cartoon. Like, he'd continue, you know, on with, like, whatever the script says, and you'd have points where Gabby would just talk over him. Then again, that asks the question, how canon are, like, the comment reading videos? Well, I mean, you're reading comments, so I guess that kind of shows right there. Now she's missing. Well, I mean, operating under the assumption that she is an actual angel, you'd think that if for her to go missing, it would have to be something, you know, pretty important. Was it God? Oh God, are we gonna see a God rabbit? Case 1, do you know this rabbit? We'd been talking every night. It was just like before. A perfect escape.
On the shelf Wednesday till the dawn comes, by myself Thursday twirling my thumbs.
She would all... Wait, what?
By myself.
She was all I would ever need. Okay.
Thursday twirling my thumbs. Friday is my
After Easter, though,
and Friday all alone.
she was gone.
On Saturday
Angel Gabby. Gabby. Oh, Angel Gabby.
Again, and the fact that Francis just kept calling, like, that's never happened before. Usually he just keeps going on with the script of, like, whatever's going on in the show, but he just kept going on repeat. My peace was gone. There was no warning, no sign. So I've been streaming on loop non-stop. 158 hours? Jeez, that's long. Wait a second, how long actually is that? Streaming literally almost for a week. Jeez. Okay. Hoping I didn't ruin it somehow. Hoping she'll reappear. Holding out hope. A lot of hope going on around here. But there's been no trace. Until today. I thought it was the worst possible thing, her not coming back. I was wrong. Whatever this is... A black rabbit? It's worse. I don't like it. I don't like him.
Hello, friend Francis. I love to hear you call.
But I can't look away. I have to watch to find out what happened to her. To get her back.
Is this a new friend?
Oh my god, I love that. They don't put the name yet. Okay. But, okay, who is this? I mean, obviously it's another angel hair. At least I hope it is. I mean, there is the black coloration, so, I mean, that's kind of debatable. I will have to say, I'm kind of feeling a little worried for Jonah right now. Because, well, I mean, obviously, we have no idea what his mental state was before he rediscovered angel hair and rediscovered Gabby and his childhood memories and stuff like that. On the one hand, like, being so obsessed with her seems a bit unhealthy. But on the other hand, if you had confirmation that your guardian angel was actually there, and you had the ability to talk to them regularly, and then just one day they disappeared and were seemingly replaced with another being entirely. Yeah, I can definitely see how that might mess you up a little bit. And just looking at him, he does not look like he cares for this at all. And how did he say that last line?
Is this a new friend?
Oh god, the squinting. That adds a whole other layer when you know that they can see you as well. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, this is case 2, last resorts. I feel sick watching this.
Francis.
Yes, but I'm fearful, Angel Zaggy. I never know what to say.
I don't want to think about it. About what it could mean that he...
That's
Wait, what? Sorry, I took too long reading that. About what it could mean that he's here instead.
Hey, Francis. I'll show you how to meet someone new. First, you introduce yourself and ask them to do the same.
That he must have done something to her. That he could do something to
Hello
me.
there. My name is Angel Zag. What's yours?
Angel Zag.
That's a beautiful name. It's wonderful to meet you, and I hope we can be friends.
Oh my god, this guy. Angel Zag, as it is. It's like the whole thing. I swear, I don't know what's going on here, but the fact that he's just so, like, done with this. And also the fact that, like, at the beginning here, going back, like, he's having, like, and again, going back to Francis, what is Francis? Because we know he's not an angel hair, but, like, Zag had to, like, nudge him to get going back on the script again, which we've never seen him done before. I'm afraid, because I know he can see me exactly what I said with the previous video.
Another way to make friends is to share things you like. Can you think of a toy or storybook that's special to you?
So I'm playing along. Gabby is special to me.
Sharing something important lets others learn about what makes you tick.
This guy. Again, just that. The second you know that he's staring back at you, that he's judging. There's something. Who is this guy? I need a plan. Episode 2, I need a plan?
It's a beautiful day, Francis. We shouldn't take it for granted.
Oh, but Zaggy, how can I have the strength to face the day? All the rain has me shivering and sad.
He keeps changing the script.
It's simple, Francis. Respect and penitence gives us the wisdom to face every challenge.
Yeah, so he's literally changing the script and blocking. It's like, nope, nothing to here. Nope. And did he say respect and penitence?
It's simple, Francis. Respect and penitence gives us the wisdom to face every challenge. It may not make us obviously wise, but it can give us common sense when we need it. Obviously wise, but it can give us common sense when we need it.
Again, the fact that he keeps staring into the camera. I mean, granted, with Gabby, it wasn't quite as threatening just because, but the fact that he's like squinting like judgingly at the camera.
I could certainly use some fortitude.
I'm running out of options. If I try getting him to respond, I know you can hear me.
Let's start on the path back to your home, Francis. With all this rain, there's a chance the way is washed out.
He just ignores me.
How will I ever cross? Oh, despair.
You'll never pass if you give in to despair, Francis.
If I try to pause the show... Oh god, he has control. I am scared.
I am scared now.
It's like, oh, he can control the video. Okay, I'm out. But there's one more thing I can try. Just to make him stop. I'll end the live broadcast.
Let's follow the stream and... You're the one airing this?
Oh, that got his attention.
And how are you doing this?
Okay, wait a second. I have to go back because I love... There was a record scratch stop that stopped the music. What was that?
Let's follow the stream and...
I absolutely love that because you know what that means? That means that in the show, the music we're hearing is diegetic, which you have to wonder, if these two are here doing everything, is there like a third character off screen just playing the music or has the record player going or something?
You're the one airing this? You aren't in a TV station. How are you doing this?
Oh, he's angry. It worked.
Are you able to record? Why did you put the show back on? Are you with Wreath?
Wreath. Too well. Are you with Wreath? That was the original publisher of the show, wasn't it? Wreath of Life? Before it was taken up by it was like KP something or other, wasn't it? I don't know what I'm doing or why he's here.
What, all of a sudden you got nothing? Fran, do you know this guy? Looks a little old for cartoon rabbits.
I don't know why, but that has to be the best line of this entire series so far. Actually, oh god, you know what this reminds me of? I said in the previous video that I all of a sudden started seeing like quite a few things on Twitter about this. One of the people I saw is like a guy like TG Weaver or something, I'm forgetting, but he made a comic about this where it had Gabby seeing like Jonathan's like art and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, here's a bunch of my favorite cartoon characters, and she just like turns back around, observing the fact that like literally all the cartoon characters are female rabbits. Oh god, that was funny. Oh, but again, that line, that is. And again, Francis seems a lot more aware. I'm friends with Gabby. I want to know. I don't want you to bring her back.
I came to find her, genius. What are you doing?
Angel Zag. Yeah, so that is his official name. Okay, and again, Francis is seeming a lot more aware now. Maybe... Is it because Gabby left? Or has he just always been like that and it just keeps going to the script no matter what? I mean, picturing for a fact that Gabby potentially, or most likely is, Angel Gabriel, and from the little I know of angels, I'm pretty sure Angel Gabriel is one of the more important ones. her going missing would probably be a big deal. And so that would obviously be why other angels are sent to look for her. Angel Zag. I've never heard... Again, this is coming from somebody who has little to no, like, knowledge on the actual history and stuff of angels. But I've never heard of an Angel Zag before. Okay, here we are. Another bonus case. First files.
Hello there. Angel Gabby is, well, I'll be reading your lovely letters for her today. I sure hope you all don't mind.
It's a little
Shall we get
messy
started?
there.
Our first letters are from Super Arcade and Julia. Thanks for writing, you two. They ask what Gabby likes to do when she's not on duty, and what's got her too busy to read y'all's mail. Well, Gabby likes to spend time with her friends when she's not busy, no matter what the activity is. Though, to be honest, her scrapbooking leaves a lot to be desired. As for what's got her so busy when the mail comes...
Oh, this is being filmed while Zag is here, not Zaggy.
This is interesting. Quite a lot of y'all wrote asking about little old me. Callan Dulles, Magic Quill, and Fitta Sealman are all curious about how Gabby and I got to know each other. Well, y'all, to tell you the truth, I used to be in a really bad place in life.
So, as in a bad place, you meant an actual honey badger. Wait, is Francis a honey badger? Yeah, he's a badger. Not a honey badger, but still a badger.
At my lowest low, I called out for help, and wouldn't you know it, Gabby came. I've been calling her ever since. Anyway, I've got a letter from Carol O'Andrea here that asks what Francis does for a living. Thanks for writing, friend. I'm an actuary.
Well, two things. One, I don't know what that is. And two, that was not what I was expecting. I didn't know what I was expecting. What did you say? Actuary? What's an actuary? Actuaries analyze the financial costs of risk and uncertainty. They use mathematics, statistics, and financial theory to assess the risks of potential events, and they help businesses and clients develop policies that minimize the cost of that risk. Actuaries' work is essential to the insurance industry. Well, I mean, in this kid's show about, an angel rabbit, I didn't think we'd have an insurance badger.
Our next question is from Ivan Blue Cool. Gabby appreciates your letter, Ivan. They want to know if every angel gets their own sword. Isn't Gabby's arsenal impressive? Though I'll tell you, the sword isn't her only weapon. Angel hares have a vast set of tools at their disposal to ensure they're equipped for every challenge. Here's a little sketch I made of the tools she used when we first met.
Oh, like so she yelled or like blasted him or something? Actually, that was the thing, like, again, I don't know a lot about angels, but from what I've read, from like the little I've read, I do know that Gabriel is supposedly supposed to be one of the most, if not the most powerful angel there is in heaven. So...
Ain't that neat? Now we've got a letter from Frog. Hello again, Frog. They ask, if someone has to do something bad to survive, are they always a bad person? I've asked the same thing to Gabby once, a long time ago. And she told me that no matter why people do bad things, they've always got another chance to do better. I haven't known her to be wrong yet. Now we have one more letter here from Changeling Art.
Again, there's a lot of Francis lore in this video.
Asks, how does Francis feel about his new pal there?
Wait, who are you talking to? How long have you been... You know what? We've got bigger fish to fry. Come on.
Oh, well, keep writing, y'all.
Come on,
Gabby,
Zag.
You call. Goodbye.
Zag interrupted the letter session. Drat!
How does Francis feel about his new pal there? Well, let me tell you, since he's gone here, things have been upside down. I try to organize poker night, and he wants to play blackjack. I don't really like it, and I...
Poker night? I'm sorry, but just picturing them playing poker in this, like, cartoony, kid show world. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that information? And that also means, given the fact that, I mean, supposedly there are other people in this forest, but we've only ever seen Gabby and Francis. Does that mean that Gabby plays poker?
I would appreciate it if he acted with a little more decorum.
Okay. Okay, so this is case 3, Circumstantial Crossroads. I can't find out who this guy is. He was called Zaggy. But there are so many angels when you really look. Oh, wait, I saw a couple with Z as their first letter. What was the one? So, Zagzagal? Zagveron. You know, I'd want to look up to see, try to do a bit of my own research here, but I'm afraid that in doing so I'll spoil myself on here, so I'm going to save it till later. Hopefully they'll, well, I mean, that was the thing. Gabby referred to herself as Angel Gabriel, so I assume at some point, hopefully Zag will refer to himself, or somebody will refer to him as in his full name. So let's see. The show only ever had one.
The devil and the deep blue sea.
I don't know who he is, but I do know that he's serious.
Before then, she was always answering her call.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to.
Sure, but this is an exception.
I think Gabby still likes to try to have a lesson.
Teamwork, diligence, Proverbs 27:17. Work with that.
Well, in that case, I have some documents that may help.
Yeah, I mean, straight to the point as ever. And again, so Francis, all those times when Gabby was talking over Francis, he was fully sentient, and he was just like he was consciously just continuing to go with the script and having Gabby just talk over him.
I don't want,
He's taking a logical approach.
but I'd hate
He doesn't care about the show staying on track. I mean, yeah.
to lose you. You've got
Or being there for anyone.
the devil
But it is a logical approach.
and
And it's more than I have right now. And again, I have to ask, like, what's going on with Jonah? That, I mean, of course, like, a lot of memories and, and like love and care for Gabby, but I mean, like, he's very obsessed with this show, like, almost to an unhealthy degree.
forgive you, but I can't
I want to help.
forget you.
Much appreciated, but I don't know you, pal. So how's about keeping the lights on? That'll be enough.
You've got
Fair.
between the devil and the deep
I don't trust him either.
Sometimes, as Gabby's confidant, I get visions bestowed upon me in my sleep. I like to doodle them down for giggles, and this one came to me Easter morning.
Let's have a look. And you said that was the first morning she didn't... Ah,
Oh, biblically accurate angel hair. Okay, that's what we're going with.
well, ain't this bupkis? You'd think a kid's flick would keep it simple. Is this the only style you know?
I'm not sure what you mean, Angel Zaggy. That's just exactly as I saw it.
Would you stop calling me Zaggy? She's gotta be so darn traditional.
She's gotta be so darn traditional,
Hey,
okay.
I can only get so much done with 8 fingers and a tail. This'll be a lot easier in a setting with more depth.
Another setting?
So be straight with me. Can you put anything on the air?
He wants me to leave the show empty.
But I guess
Turn it off and find Gabby. Tell me what to do.
the devil and the deep blue sea.
So does that mean that they can, like, appear in different shows? I mean, they appear in this one. I mean, guess the logic stands. Okay, case 4, Fieldwork. He's not from Angel Hare. Yeah, I kind of got that much. Not originally. I'm past asking if this is smart. He gave me directions. Somewhere to go. Wait, what does that say? This door is locked during service. Front doors open. Something to find. Conference room, library. Did he break into it? He broke into a church? Where'd he get the key from? And I did.
I've had many names. What does it matter? What would my name mean to you? Yet, I have told you, we are partners. Tonight, our
A film canister?
I will show you how.
Okay, wait a second. Wild Hare. Okay.
Strongly it can be wielded.
It's older than angel hair. Yeah. He doesn't understand streaming yet. But I did what he said. Just film the... Yeah, just film it. Okay. I played it live. And it worked.
If it ain't Detective Zag Wild. Been a minute, Z.
Oh.
That's a new client.
Francine, this is Francis.
Francine.
Of course, I remember you.
Miss Franny.
Don't overdo it on the mints this time, hun.
I'm going to be completely honest here. I did not picture Francis being blonde. I would have imagined his hair being, more like brown. But they seem to know each other.
Franny, we're in a bit of a...
Yeah, always a dame that needs saving. I'll make sure you're not disturbed.
This is not like her show. It isn't cozy or safe. Theme song footage. These aren't my memory. Well, of course they're not. Or my friends.
Now give me those documents again, Chief.
Again, Jonah is like I can understand, wanting to find Gabby again, but this is weirdly obsessive. I don't care what he wants.
That's more like it. Starlet finds a new stage, facing grueling new demands. Can she handle the glamour of a life among the stars? Only time will tell.
Wait, so Francis's picture changed to a newspaper? Well, he did say it was a drawing of a vision. Oh, okay, so that's how this works. Interesting.
And this version makes sense to you?
I don't care if I caused this.
At least we know she's still out there.
Of course she is, silly. Angels can't die.
I just need to fix it.
So what does it mean, Detective?
Let's think. All the clues have to be here. It's how the show works.
That's what... It's how the show works. That's why he wanted to be here. I mean, one, it's his original show, but, being a detective show, all the clue... Oh, that's clever. I love that. So, I mean, actually, I just thought, so with the whole, way time works when they're actually, in the show, as it was shown before, the pre-recorded tapes of the live broadcast are just, they're changed, forever. They're just that. But it would seem that they're not the same length as the original episodes, especially when there was a couple of times where Gabby would be with Jonah for an extended period of time. How does that work exactly? Because, I mean, both of the tape and a reel of film, the physical media that they're streaming, or in this case, broadcasting, has a physical limit to it. What happens when you reach that limit of the tape? Okay, you know what? I'm probably wasting way too much time thinking about this, actually. If it hasn't been brought up now, I don't think it was meant to be brought up. How she always fixed me.
Finds a new stage.
Is she coming back?
The show may change, but she's the same. Finds a new stage. And he started streaming her. Huh. I know how to find her.
Yes, that was a splendid beginning to our partnership. A very well-handled job, and profitable for you. My hand.
Huh.
Take it to buy.
So, finds a new stage. So, and he streamed her on Twitch. So, does that have something to do with the internet? Okay, here we are. Bonus case, last leads. So I'm guessing this has to do with, like, more letters, I guess? But now, is it going to be in like, the Wild Hare version? Okay. Inquiries with the detective.
Golly pea pineapples, would you look at this? Of course I get a flooded inbox while Z's busy. Well, he did say not to disturb him. Let's see, who do we have first? An inquiry from Busa. You want to know what Zag does in his spare time? I'll tell you what he doesn't do. File business taxes or run around paying bills. No, he just cohorts with all the gals he's constantly saving while reliable old Fran keeps this place from falling apart. Men, I'm telling ya.
Of course.
Next up is a letter from Mike. You want to know if angels are good with bows or prefer swords? Listen, Zag's Daily Carry is a Cold Police Positive 38 special. I prefer something with a bit more firepower myself, but that's just me. Next one is from
Oh god. Angel Bunny with a gun.
Lionheart asking, "Aw, how Zag and I first met. Aren't you a sweetheart?" Well, when Z rolled into town out of nowhere and got roughed up by Donna Reno's gang, who found him in an alley and patched him up? My neighbor. And I eavesdropped on the whole thing and invited myself in. Big strong guy like that on the outs. What self-respecting 30-something single gossip wouldn't?
Single gossip. I mean, at the very least, she's self-aware.
If only I knew what a headache he'd turn out to be. Alright, enough about me. Next letter is from Mr. McJohnson, Meme Jr. III. That's your Christian name, huh? You wanna know why Zag likes blackjack more than poker? You're kidding, right? Everyone in town knows a poker dealer broke Z's heart. It's an incredibly personal story, and frankly, none of my business. Let's start wrapping.
There's some implications there. I don't know.
This up, shall we? We've got Steph and Jano asking what the story is behind Wreath. Wreath? Sorry, if it's not in my Rolodex, I don't know him. Nope, that's me, hun. Listen, you need anything else, you just slide in the mail slot, okay? Good old Detective Wild gives every case a chance. Or I do, anyway. Ciao.
Uh-oh, that's a film reel's dead. Okay, so this is case 5. Case 5, Flirting with the Void. Jeez, okay. No matter what I went through as a child...
Don't worry. I'm right here for you, Jonah. Good job. Now it's your turn to hide. But don't leave the room. That's cheating.
Or what changed later.
Just look how well you've grown.
One thing never changed.
Hello, Jonah. You called? I'll always come when you call, Jonah.
Her promise. All this time I've been waiting, hoping she would come back, doing what somebody else said. And I asked for her, wanted her back, watched her cloud.
Oh, Angel Gabby.
Again, for almost a week. Even if I didn't really need her, she answered anyway. If she's not here, it's because she can't. Right? What if streaming her so much got her lost or stuck or broken or something? Yeah, exactly. On the internet. I mean, the internet's a lot different than TV. I don't know, but she wouldn't break her promise. Right? So I explained streaming to the detective. And we made a plan. I love the fact, like, you have this, like actual old school jukebox that pulls out records and stuff like that. How much did that cost, I'm wondering? So we fellas figured, if she's somewhere she can't hear us, we gotta call really loud. Okay. Really loud. Plug more stuff. I can't, dude. Power bar, please. I don't want you to die in a fire because you were looking for your guardian angel. Jeez, it almost sounds like he's crazy now that I say that out loud. I'll stream as many screens as I can. And he will too?
Oh my, demon hair boxes.
All right.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, I mean, there are several ways you could take that. I mean, from what we've seen, Francis is obviously from a more, I don't know what you call it, pure world. And I do know that, like, you know, like with everything, like TVs, like many things before it and since, you've had like a section of, you know, Christian fundamentalists who call it out saying it's like, you know, of the devil or something like that. So, I mean, I could potentially see it, like, going that way. I mean, granted, that could be the reason. I mean, like, we didn't see any TVs in the original show. So, take it literally, take it figuratively. That's the question, isn't it?
Let's go.
I have to admit, though, information is feeling one-sided.
Would you look at that?
What exactly are you?
That's classified, pal.
Of course it is! Is it above my pay grade as well? How do you see through the screen?
Don't worry about it.
How do you know Gabby?
Oh, there.
We're associates.
Put...
I'm not her dad, pal.
She in
I
trouble.
don't care for her hand-holding approach, but her work's none of my business. You ask me, kids are smart. Show them what to do, they'll figure it out without the song and dance.
How old is your show? Are there more?
Look, buddy, I need you to slow down and ask yourself an important question right now. Think about your little rabbit friend and really ask, do you want to know? Or do you want her back? Huh?
Oh, God. Okay, so a couple of questions here. First one, it's kind of been bubbling away in the back of my head for a while. When it comes to, like, you know, streaming these episodes and, like, the stuff to communicate with Gabby and, you know, all these, and stuff like that, does it have to be physical media, or could he say go somewhere, get the tape scanned onto like a digital file, and then stream the digital file, and that would work? And, eventually do the same with the film reel as well, because, that's kind of the problem with, physical media like that. Of course, you own it, but there is the problem of it, having an actual shelf life. But two, that whole thing about him saying that he doesn't believe, kids are stupid. That's one of the things I, personally believe in too. Of course, like, kids will figure it out. It's just, they're working off a much smaller knowledge base than, a grown-up. That's one of the reasons why, even to this day, I love watching, like, old school Thomas the Tank Engine episodes. Because, yes, it was a show from when I was a little kid, and there's that sense of sentimentality and, like, care and just seeing these old things that brought you joy as a kid. But also, even if, like, they are written for, children in mind, they don't treat the children like they're idiots. You look at the shows, and, like, in the original series, I think, like, the majority of the episodes were, like, 5 or 7 minutes long, I think. So, they're really snappy. They get in, they get out, they're done. No fluff, like they added with the later seasons, like with lots of songs, which admittedly some of them are also pretty good. But there is the whole thing where if you ever do any research into Tom the Tank Engine, there is specifically in the fandom known as the hit era, where they dumbed down the show like excruciatingly. Like, it is horrible to watch. If I remember correctly, I think, just from my perspective and from what I've heard other people say, if you want like good classic Thomas, you stick between seasons 1 and I think it was either 6 or 7. After that, the rot started to set in. But again, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the talking cartoons possessed by angels. Or are they literally just angels? I don't know. He was right, yeah. I never needed to know. Not about my past, not about hers. I just need to know she's okay.
Oh goodness, it's Gabby.
But she isn't okay. What was that? She never left.
Gabs! Can you hear me?
She's all like fragmented and stuff like that. So yeah, note to self, don't mix angels and the internet. Angel Hare game OST MIDI music to code/cry to. Okay. Is this about the game or? Yeah, so I think this is just for the game I heard about. Again, so I don't know. Again, with this, I don't know if I'm going to make a video about the game. I might record it, see what it's about. If it's good enough, hey, you know what? I'll upload it. Who knows? Okay, here we are. Case 6. Lady Come Down. I don't understand how they interact with the world.
Hey, Gabriel, it's me. Can you hear me?
So I don't know how we found her where she is.
Say something, Fran. Do the call.
Split between too many streams. In too many places. All because of me. For exposing her to this.
Gabby? Oh, Angel Gabby?
Princess? Sexago! Where are you?
We're in Wild Hare. We came to find you. Whoops.
Jonah? Oh, Jonah. I'm sorry.
He's a big kid. He can handle himself. Are you okay?
She's trying to help everyone. On an internet full of troubled kids. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the problem right there. The problem is she's literally spread too thin.
He's right. You're so capable now.
Trying to be there for them. All of them, all at once. And here I am, distracting her for my own sake.
What do you need? You need me to come to you?
You're all grown up, Jonah.
I should go. You should make me forget again.
Excuse you? Didn't you say she was your friend?
It's very kind of you to put others before yourself, Jonah. But you don't have to be scared.
Oh God. I am scared. Scared I'm wasting your time. Scared I'm work for you.
It's true that you're not a child anymore. I can't help you how I once did. But it's kind of fun, isn't it? You can be anything you want now, Jonah. Just like I always knew you could.
You certainly aren't how I remember.
Okay, we don't have to get dramatic. Are you grounded, Gabs? You better.
I don't know. There are so many voices calling. It isn't like before, Zagzagel.
Zagzagel, that it is. Wait, so again, I've never heard of Zagzagel before. So I'd assume that Zagzagel is an actual angel, like God's righteousness in Hebrew lore. Zagzagel is the angel of the burning bush who gave advice to Moses. Zagzagel advised and taught Moses and was one of the 3 angels who escorted his soul to heaven. Zagzagel is believed to rule the 4th heaven, and in his spare time he also teaches other angels. You should call on Zagzagel. You need knowledge or wisdom. Huh. That does kind of, the whole thing with him before, talking about like wisdom and stuff like that when it was in the cartoon. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. One of the 3 angels who escorted... So wait, one of the 3 angels who escorted Moses' soul to heaven. Who were the other 2? Where did... Gabriel, Michael, and Zagzagel. Oh. Okay. Well, so there is some connection there. And Angel Michael. Huh. Okay. I mean, might be something to look out for if a season 3 ever comes out. It's the internet, yeah.
Millions of TVs, apparently, that don't run on time blocks. The kid knows the lay of the new landscape. I don't know. I don't care for it myself.
We've adapted before.
Ah!
Yeah, but back then, we had help.
Would it bother you, Jonah? If I'm not the perfect guardian you remember?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, granted, I mean, you always imagine, like, oh, millions of people watching on TV and stuff like that, but, like, a kid show specifically, like, stuff like that, that's more, that would be split up more by, like, time zone. So, yeah, you'd probably have, like, millions of kids. Well, I mean, granted, I mean, this is a pretty cheap show, so it's a cheap Christian show, so that kind of limits the audience there. But the idea that it wouldn't be everyone all at once, so she wouldn't be as spread out as thinly. Okay.
If things didn't stay the way they were, and I needed you too.
What? You want a guy on the outside again?
You were never perfect. You were just there for me.
And now you can be the same.
Oh, it broke through. Oh. So now he's... So that's... Okay. So now he's going to take the... Actually, wait a second. So if he was to actually stream this, potentially he'd need the rights to own, to do it legally. And the JK, publishing or whatever it was, they went bust in the 90s. So potentially the trademark or for the show is just sort of up in the air right now, either owned by some big conglomerate who's, you know, literally not doing anything with it, or it's just kind of sat there with the paperwork being, okay.
Don't leave me here on my own. Save me, angel Hare. When I'm in danger, visit my home. Precious defender, please visit my home.
Oh, what's going on? So he has a Wreath of Life hat, wherever he got that from. And there's something loading? Until you call again. Oh, wait a second. So that was the thing. Like, at the end of the first season, there was that one clip where you see the black pair of ears poke up over the cloud. And that was evidently a teaser for, you know, season 2, teasing Zag. But this is, like... So, I mean, looking at it, I mean, it looks like that's a surprise. Yeah, because it looked like that just started up out of nowhere, because the screen was offline, and then it starts loading something. So this is a teaser for the next season, I'm guessing, involving a third screen. Interesting. Okay, so there's a couple more things here, but Angel Hare theme song and mixtape. I don't think there's going to be any lore in there. Bring her home today, vintage Gabby doll ad. I mean, let's see that.
Who's this?
Oh,
Hi,
God.
It's Angel Gabby, your very own guardian angel. She'll watch over you while you sleep.
Abigail can't fly.
And she plays so well with others.
Okay, so this is an ad for a doll. You know, it's in universe, but I would guess, given that I've actually seen a fair number of YouTubers make like plush dolls as merch recently, I'm gonna guess this was an actual merch. Kickstarter's over. You can fill out the form to notify when the plushes are available again in the future. Oh yeah, so again, actual like merch, and Kickstarter's live vintage Angel Hare commercial. So I'm guessing that's just, you know, more of the same. Again, that was wonderful. I loved that. Granted, I mean, like, I never, you know, grew up with this sort of thing. Like, my family, at least my mother is Catholic, and I was raised Catholic. My family was, you know, never ultra-religious. We'd go to Mass on Sunday if we were able to, and, you know, that was pretty much it. Actually, pretty much the closest, really, would be... okay, so I gotta tell the story here. So, for the longest time, we didn't have a cottage. What we did was we had, like, a trailer up at Wasaga Beach at a campground, and that was what we had as a cottage during the summer. And our first trailer, we bought it used. I was just a really little kid at the time. Me and my brother actually had a triple layer bunk bed in the back. But when we got it, the couch in the living room, it folded out so that it could be like a bed if you ever needed it. And in the couch, we found a bare VHS tape, like no case or anything, for VeggieTales. And I remember, having never really watched VeggieTales or even really heard of VeggieTales before then, like, we watched that so many times. I don't even know where the cassette went at this point, whether we kept it or it inevitably got thrown out or something. But again, that's like the closest I've ever come to watching, like, Christian media like this. Oh God, can you imagine a version of this, but it was Larry the Cucumber or Bob the Tomato that was talking to you through the TV? Oh, that'd be weird. Angel vegetables. Oh God, I'm crying again. Oh God, so yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Oh God, I mean, I remember I read in the comments somewhere that there's no like set schedule for a continuation of Angel Hare. It's just whenever the creators, you know, think of a good idea, which, you know, given that they have other projects that they're working on, I believe right now they're working on like some sort of short like interactive series called Rot, where like the people watching take the place of like the residents of the space station, and they're voting on what to do with like in like criminals and stuff like that, which I've been watching a couple episodes. It's really cool. I'm not going to do a reaction to it though. It's not really something you can do a good reaction to. But yeah, again, I've absolutely loved this series. I've loved where it's gone. It's just this whole thing, like, even if I didn't grow up with, like, this kind of stuff in my life when I was a kid, like I've seen some of the other commenters and other videos talk about, like, this whole thing is just so feel good. And the actual thing that I'm happy about now is I can actually watch other people's reactions, because I've seen other people have done reactions to this stuff, and I've been holding off because I didn't want to spoil myself, and I can finally watch their stuff now. So yeah, again, original video, I'll link the video I started off in the playlist, the Easter one, in the, and that'll be in the description. Corner video will lead to my Let's Play of the day, and I hope you guys liked. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Help me, angel Hare. Don't leave me here on my own. Save me, angel Hare. When I'm in danger, visit my home. Precious defender, please visit my home.